Are you ready for a 20-inch OLED foldable MacBook Pro, or maybe even something else, which I think it might not actually be a MacBook Pro? I'll explain why in just a minute. Well, Apple is actually starting work on this according to a brand new leak and report that just came out. Apple is making a 20.25-inch OLED display that is going to fold. Yes, it's gonna fold down, and according to the elect that made this leak, when you have it folded like this, just like this MacBook Pro, this top portion is gonna be 15.3 inches in terms of the display size, with the remaining portion of that 20-inch display being down on the bottom. So this essentially puts it in between the 12.9-inch iPad Pro's display size and this 16-inch MacBook Pro that I'm using right now. Now, digging deeper into the actual report, which I've translated right here, this product would likely be coming online in either 2026 or 2027, with other products coming before that, which I'm gonna get into. But this leak does say that based on the 20-inch display size, this product is likely to be in a form factor close to a MacBook or a laptop. But I personally think that based on this leak and the display size and the foldable OLED display concept, I don't think it's actually gonna be a MacBook. I think it might actually be a large foldable iPad Pro that unfolds into having a huge kind of external desktop style display. And if you're wondering why it might not make sense to be an actual MacBook Pro or laptop, well, there are people who commented on the Mac Rumors forum post, and some people like this user, this Bougie Life, said, "A touchscreen just does not replace a real keyboard for me. There's a reason iPads have keyboard attachments. Can I type 110 words per minute on a screen?" Now, I think that if it actually is a product like this, then it has to be touchscreen, which in my opinion, it then has to be an iPad, because there are no MacBook Pros that are touchscreen, at least yet. I personally think Apple is gonna try to keep them separate and always have Macs, not have touchscreen support, and then sell you an iPad for the touchscreen support if you really want it, so that way they sell you two different products. Now, of course, there is a slight chance that Apple could merge them, where they also have a MacBook with macOS, with touchscreen, Apple Pencil support, everything built into this new 20-inch OLED foldable product, but I don't think that's gonna happen, especially since Apple's Greg Joswiak last year said that there are no plans to merge the Mac and the iPad, but who knows, maybe they'll change their mind someday. Now, if you're wondering what this product could look like in the actual size, well, Macs actually cut out this piece of cardboard based on 20.25 inches diagonally, which is how they measure screen sizes, and this is what we end up with. And before I explain how this is gonna work, I wanna show off our sponsor, Exter's super slim, genuine carbon fiber wallet, which features this really cool ejection mechanism for your cards, as well as this expandable RFID plate to fit even more cards if you need them, and it's part of their huge up to 40% off Christmas sale, so check it out using the links below. Now, getting back to the new 20-inch foldable OLED display, as you can see, we cut this out to include thin borders all around, just like we have on the iPad Pro, and this is 20 inches diagonally. This is also the aspect ratio of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, and that's important because if this comes with iPadOS, you're gonna be able to unfold it like this, set it up as a huge 20-inch display, and then of course use an external Bluetooth keyboard and trackpad if you want to, or you use it for gaming with a gaming controller, and that way it's easier to have the software supported with an existing or pre-existing aspect ratio. They can make this work very easily, and then when you want to, you can fold it over like this, and you still have a large portion display right here. You have a display here, so for example, you could do something like do fine-tuned drawing with the Apple Pencil on the bottom, while you have some full image open right here, so you can see kind of the macro view and the micro view while drawing. Or you could even do things like video editing, where you have the entire kind of image or the video playing here, while you have the timeline on the bottom where you're kind of editing with the Apple Pencil or whatever with DaVinci Resolve. When you fold this down, it's going to be protected on both sides because the display is on the inside. And as you can see, the physical size of this is actually not that large. It's smaller than the 16-inch MacBook Pro. And if they make it super thin like the existing iPad Pros, even folded down, it's going to be super thin, thinner than the 16-inch MacBook Pro, even thinner than the M2 MacBook Air, because it's basically an iPad Pro foldable. And check this out, this is an M2 MacBook Air. I'm going to stick it on here, open it up, and you can see that it's around the same size as an unfolded M2 MacBook Air. So even though 20 inches doesn't seem that big, it could actually still be this big depending on the aspect ratio, which is like an iPad Pro in this case. So now with that said, what could this be used for, and is it going to be super niche? Because I think a product like this might be very niche because, first of all, it's going to be very expensive, likely because it's got foldable display tech, and it's also huge, 20 inches in terms of the overall screen design. So basically it's going to be for those people who need touchscreen, they need maybe the Apple Pencil, they want a lot of screen real estate, or people who would want kind of to set up a 20-inch display. Of course, they could have certain stands Apple can sell you along with it to make more money, kind of prop this up, have an external keyboard. Or Max also thought that maybe you could have a keyboard case that kind of wraps around and you can unfold a physical keyboard and have all of this screen real estate. Or like some other products out there, you could just kind of plop the keyboard over the bottom section and use it just like a regular kind of laptop, but then maybe with iPadOS instead. So it's pretty fun and interesting to think about how this product is gonna look like, how it's gonna sell, the price point. Maybe it's gonna be over $2,000 at the base price. I'm not sure, but we still have a few years until then. So let's look at what's coming first. Well, launching in 2024, we have the rumored iPad Pro with the OLED display, so that's very exciting. We even have some rumors of a larger 16-inch iPad coming next year. So that's probably an iPad Pro, they think, in the fourth quarter of 2023. But then eventually in 2024, we're really waiting for that OLED technology because it's going to be potentially either hybrid OLED or dual stack OLED, where they use two OLED panels to essentially make the brightness higher so they can still support HDR. All of that stuff is likely coming before this 20-inch OLED foldable iPad Pro or maybe MacBook Pro, whatever it's gonna be. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think is more likely, and if you'd actually buy something like this. Would you actually prefer this compared to like just buying a MacBook Pro and an iPad? I don't know. You let me know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the circle above to subscribe right there and check out one of those two videos over there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.